Hello, my millionaires in training. Happy Monday. Oh my gosh, what a great day to be alive. So grateful. Huge welcome to all of our newbies in the Millionaire Mindset group. We're so excited to have you. We just welcome you with open arms. Take a look around. There are so many free resources in here. There's the Magnetizing Money MP3. There are a bunch of meditations. Hey, Maggie. Bunch of meditations and classes. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Crystal. Welcome, babe. Hey, Clarence. My new best friend. Oh, thank you, darling. Hi, Natasha. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's Miss Jen. Hey, Christy. Welcome, guys. So good to have you. Hi, Jennifer. So, thank you. It's my Monday look. Who else is feeling the tension? Hey, Chanel. Hey, Sarah, of Mercury Retrograde. Like literally in the last 10 minutes, I've been trying to do like 4 different things that involve technology and electronics, and I keep having to defer. Like I'm literally trying to upload. This is the ironic thing. In the group on my laptop, I'm literally trying to upload the free class that I did, the Surviving Mercury in Retrograde Survival Guide. Yeah, Maria, you'll definitely feel that. This Mercury Retrograde, its signature is confusion, especially if you tend to be really grounded in logic and reason. Ingrid, hi, babe. Yeah, right. I know. So if you're super grounded in logic and reason, usually Mercury in retrograde will just tip that upside down on its head. Yeah, Christy, I totally feel that. Because kids are so sensitive to the energy, and so it's going to make them like totally doolally. So if you're very logical or rational and you operate like really deeply in logic and reason with systems and analysis, this particular Mercury retrograde is going to send you for a loop. Hey, Miss Annette. So the most important thing, as you'll learn in the class, as soon as it decides to upload, because one of the tools for surviving Mercury retrograde is you got to stay in the flow. You have to go with the flow. If things aren't working, throw your hands up, just surrender to it. If technology's not doing its thing, I surrender. I'm not going to try to control it. I wouldn't even know how. I don't know how a computer works on the inside, so I don't know, just restarts a couple times, and if that doesn't work, oh well. So that's just my segue into energy is just really crazy for the next 5.5 weeks or so. So just do all your meditative practices. Just keep trying to just let go of the outcome, and just keep trying to take some nice deep breaths. We're in the middle of a crazy ascension, guys. The entire planet is ascending. Now, if you don't know what that means, let me tell you. It means ascension is when you go up. Okay, so human beings all have, sorry. That's why I did a survival class on it. Human beings all have energy that are radiated from them 24/7. This is not woo-woo, this is science. It can actually be measured on machines called spectrometers that are X-ray types of like X-ray scanning machines. Anyway, so we're emitting energy 24/7. And what's really interesting is that the energy can be measured in hertz. And so when you probably hear people talking about vibration, if you're not sure what vibration is, it simply means the right? So hertz have different levels of sound, and energy is the same thing. It like has you've got low vibration, you've got, there's like infinite levels of vibration. People who have a lower kind of vibration, there's nothing wrong. There's no judgment between whether you're low or high or intermediate, because that's the purpose of us being here on the planet, is we're actually constantly ascending. That's why we're here, to grow, just to keep going up. So, you might be lower Hey, Stacy. In which case, you may not have like a huge awareness about energy, and you might not feel a lot of stuff. My bangs, just fix them. There we go. Perfect. And then you start to actually become more aware, because you get in a circle like a millionaire mindset, and you start to become aware of energy, and you start to hear talk about vibration. Vibration simply means at what level does your energy send out. Okay, here's the really interesting thing. You attract people who are on your same level of vibration. So everybody who's around you is likely to be the same level. So everybody in the planet, hey Lorene, everybody on this planet currently is experiencing ascension. You might have noticed that it's crazy out there, right? Like everything is crazy. It's like a mess. And this is on purpose. It's because now is a time of really powerful ascension. And what happens before we rise? Everything needs to be burned down, right? All the walls come tumbling down so that we can rebuild things the way that they are, more in alignment with. Anyway, this is kind of a segue. I mean, this is like just a long rambling intro to what we're talking about today. Or maybe it's perfectly aligned, which is one of the little known facts about money that is very rarely talked about. It's not talked about by any of the money gurus, by the way. And that is that money is an energy. Now, I know that it's starting to sound a little woo-woo, but stick with me, because it's true. This is the fact. This is not me making stuff up. This is actuality. This is reality. So money is an energy. It's not just paper. It's not just coins. It's not just plastic. It's not just numbers in a bank. That is how money manifests. Okay? Manifests means just shows up. That's the result. Okay? So, for example, we are a soul in a body. And the result of that is that we can have conversations, we can think, we can talk, we can have conscious awareness of our beingness, of our interaction with the planet, right? So that's our manifestation. That's how we show up. We show up as humans. We're souls in a human body. Money is energy, and how it manifests is in paper and plastic and coins and numbers in a bank. Is everybody with me so far? Money is an energy. Yes, yes? Did I lose anybody? Anyway, hopefully you're with me. Okay, cool. So money is an energy. Hi, Steph. Welcome. So here's the important reason why you need to know that money is an energy. Jen gets it. Chanel gets it. Okay, you have to know that money is an energy. Hey, Kristen. Because everything that has energy also has a soul. Now we are getting a little bit off into the woo-woo planes, but just stick with me. You don't have to believe it. Just kind of open up your brain bowl and just kind of soak it in and turn it over. Just turn it over. So everything that has energy has a soul. Money has a soul. That soul's name is abundance. That's what abundance is. It is the soul of money, right? We have our human soul. Money has its own soul. Hey, Tiffany. And the soul of money is called abundance. Here's the really interesting thing. Abundance operates based on a set of very specific principles. And that's great news, because that means if you master the principles of abundance, you can have massive wealth pouring into you 24/7. Because here's the really interesting thing is that abundance is infinite. So all thoughts of scarcity and lack are human creations. We've made that up. There is no lack, there is no scarcity, it doesn't exist. Abundance is infinite. It could literally be pouring millions of dollars into our bank account every single second, not even day, every second. So you might be wondering, how do I get my hands on some of this abundance? Yes, that's what we want, right? Because here's the thing. This is what I've been charged with. My mission on this planet is as a divine messenger. That's why I've been gifted with angel communication. And my divine message is to spread wealth alchemy. It's kind of it's not as complicated as it sounds, but just to basically make all the good people very, very wealthy. And the reason is because when the good people have money in their hands, then they are feeding the homeless with it, then they are housing orphans, and they are taking care of foster kids, and they are rescuing people from sex trafficking, and they are housing the homeless, and they are just, getting rid of all the crap, and they're making the world a better place. So the divine spiritual team, God, the cosmos, the universe, however you relate, has decided that it's time for the wealthy to be the good people. It's time to put all of the wealth into the hands of the good, because it's time for the ascension. It's time for planetary peace. It's time for us to, hey, Miss Rochelle, hey, Diane, hey, Anna. It's time for us to live better, to live happier, to live in peace. And so all of the people who would actually create that peace currently are the ones who don't have a lot of money, right? You have a few. You've got a few, you can spot them. Oprah, right? She has a great heart. You've got Elon Musk, right? He has a good heart, right? There's a few that are spotted all over, but the universe, the cosmos has decided that they want everybody who has a good heart, who has a massive purpose to serve on this planet, who has any purpose. They want massive wealth in the hands of those people. And that's good news and bad news, right? Because we've been trained since birth to want money but hate ourselves for it. We've been trained to need money but feel ashamed for needing it. We've been trained, as I've seen so many comments in the last week or 2 weeks as we're posting, we've been trained to say, oh, I don't need that much. I just need enough to survive. I just want to feed my family and maybe go on a vacation. Well, here's the interesting thing. Hey, Janine, welcome. Hey, Yvette. The interesting thing is that we're not supposed to have money because we need it. Need is survival. It's time for us to be out of survival, guys. We've been in survival. We've been scrapping for so long. It's time for us to be done with that. We want to have money so that we can serve the purpose, so that we can change the planet. Oh my gosh, if you have not read that post, hey Sarah, I hope you're having fun in Arkansas. If you haven't read that post from down below, guys, scroll down and see some of the dreams that people would do if they had a ton of money. They had unlimited resources. Just check it out. Like, just in this group, we have some amazing people, and we need to put money in your hands. So, in putting together a pay what you can workshop series, I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I am going to do it online so that everybody has access to it, because my job is to put this knowledge in the hands of everybody who is ready for it and who wants it, and is ready to make their massive statement and to step up. And you can do it slowly, right? You don't have to sweeping general statement, I'm here, and the fanfare goes da da da. Like, you don't have to do it all at once, but you can gradually change that relationship that you have with money in order to serve the higher purpose, in order to fulfill those dreams that you have. What I want to do, the reason why I need $1 billion at least is because I want to create like these 5-star orphanages. I was raised in foster care, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience, but it was better than some. Hey Sharon, it was better than some experience. And when I heard the statistic that about 75% of people who are incarcerated came from either a group home or the foster system, it made so much sense to me, because no one ever has their back. No one teaches them the difference between right and wrong. They just aren't taught how to be a part of society. Like, everybody gave up on them a long time ago, and they find a family, and the family just happens to, you know, be a gang or something like that. Like, no, enough. We need to fight. I'm very passionate about it. We need to fight for our youth. We need to create a really safe environment. And my vision is that some of these kids that come out of these, I'm calling them nourishment centers. Hi, Fareen. Welcome. Some of the kids that come out are going to be the future leaders of our generation, because they won't just know their value. They will own their value and worth. They won't have to decrapize themselves. They don't have to de-traumatize and deprogram themselves over all the stuff that we have to as we become adults. They'll just grow up that way. And I want to have one in every major city in the world. And I just see them being the most beautiful places for kids to grow up and to belong to and have a home. So there's that, and I want to make a movie, and the movie, oh, get this, the movie is going to create, just through watching it, there's going to be some tools and processes and techniques embedded in the movie. It's going to create ascendance. It's going to wake people up just by watching the movie, and it's going to be like a $200 million blockbuster. It's going to be really huge, with some big names. It's going to be like super fun to watch. It's going to be super, well promoted and all that stuff. But the sneaky thing is that it's going to embed growth into the movie. So I'm going to work with Tony Robbins. I'm going to work with Darren Brown, some of the best NLP guys in the world to help me create this movie. So that's another reason why I need my money, is to really support the ascension of the planet. So with the pay-as-you-can workshops, all of that. Hey, Kat! Loved your videos with your son in New Zealand, babe. So any money that you donate to the Pay What You Can workshops is going to go, Stacy, oh my love, is gonna go to this mission, is going to go to putting money in the hands of the good people, so that we can just really change the status of the world, so that the wealthy people are the ones who make the decisions, and they happen to also be the people who have humanity's best interests at heart. So I'm going to put together the Pay What You Can. Thanks, Janine. The Pay What You Can workshops. And through the Pay What You Can workshops, so are you, you will learn how to integrate with the frequency of money. You'll learn all the systems that you need, as much as you can. I don't know how much I'll be able to teach. Anyway, we'll just figure it out. Thank you. Hey, Misty. So I don't know exactly what I want to teach, but it's going to be the spiritual science behind wealth alchemy. And I want to make it affordable. Here's the only thing, the reason I can't make it free is because I know that step number 8 of the wealth alchemy formula is you must have some skin in the game. The reason that you must have skin in the game, you have to put money down, is because if you don't, you won't receive anything. Our society has developed this lack of value for free things. And, right, which is so fascinating, because there has to be an energetic exchange. You're absolutely right. And it's more for you than it is even for me, because, when you give, you feel entitled to receive. But when you don't give anything, then you actually block off receiving some of the lessons and some of the magic. And heavens, I don't want to do that. We're not going there. And if I think about, back when I was still offering free sessions, hey, Mark, when I was still offering free sessions, someone would see me for maybe like 6 to 8 to 12 sessions, and have like a moderate change. And yes, of course, my skill got better. But, when I started charging hundreds of dollars for one session, change comes in an instant, like so quickly. And when I went from $100 to $250, I could create the same level of change, the same level of results with similar presenting issues in a very short space of time. Why? There's a scientific reason, but basically the more money you pay, the more you'll allow yourself to receive. Now, I'm not interested in like gouging anybody, because that's not what this is about. This is about putting the tools in the hands of the people who are going to make the difference, and that is you. But I'm providing a space for that energetic exchange. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to talk about karma and how karma affects positively or negatively your bank balance, and how to clear that if you have ancestral karma that you have related, which is super unfortunate and totally unfair. But you actually have the power to be able to clear your negative karma so that you can get into wealth building mode. So there's going to be tons of stuff we're going to cover. It's going to start a little bit like this class, a little bit basic, kind of talking about, and that's not derogatory, so I'm not talking down to you by saying basic, but I also understand that some of you who are in this group have never necessarily even heard the fact that money is an energy. And I get that. And so we're going to cover all different levels and make sure that everybody knows, everybody's on the same page, that everybody's getting exactly what they need in order to become massively rich, massively wealthy, because you were born to, and you probably know that. Anyway, my loves, it was so great to connect with you. I'm so excited to be here on this precipice of change with all of you. And if you have any questions, please pop them in the comments. And other than that, we're going to just get rolling. We're just going to get, super rich, and we're going to help the world become a better place. And we're going to do it together, and we're going to be a team. Nobody has to do anything alone. So have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.